Thank you so much for joining me in setting up my grimoire. What I'm doing here is I am using these different kinds of papers. Right now you see me using vellum, which is very transparent paper. I'm just cutting it up and rounding the corners so that it fits nicely in my journal. The journal that I'm using is by 24 Paper Shop. I will link it down below. I do not know if you can get it outside of the Netherlands, but it's like a somewhat more affordable version of the Archer and Olive brand. So it's pretty much the same type of journal. The pages are stark white, which I really like because I want to start painting in it as well. So my plans for my grimoire are different than what I have my Book of Shadows for. So if you see my videos on my Book of Shadows, then you'll know that that is more talking about my practice and sort of figuring out my practice. And what I want my grimoire to be is a place where I write down everything that I already know and that is sort of tried and true. So what I'm preparing my pages for now is a little bit different, to be honest, because I am preparing these pages to write down information about paganism, because I'm not necessarily a super religious person, but I find the idea behind paganism very interesting. And I just want to learn more about it. So the pages that I'm setting up here are for how to create a ritual or a spell, and also pages to dedicate information to about pagan deities and gods. Because I didn't know how many pages I would need, I started out by 2 pages. I eventually needed 4 pages, which you will see at the end of the video. So what I did after I set up the initial pages is, first of all, I took a little break to do a tarot reading for myself, because I had this job offer that I didn't know if I wanted to say yes to. So I decided to do a decision-making spread for myself. I'm starting out with my current energy because I like to start out all of my readings with that. And I pulled the 9 of Pentacles, Temperance reverse, and 2 of Pentacles reverse. So I've been really struggling with finding my priorities, with really very much focus on long-term and just feeling a little bit out of balance. So I wrote down all of my interpretations. I like to underline certain things. Then I went to pull cards for the energy. What if I said yes to this? So I think I pulled the 2 of Swords in reverse, the Strength in reverse, and then the Knight of Pentacles. So I wrote down what I think these cards mean for the energy of what if I say yes to this decision. And then of course I wanted to know the energy around what if I say no to this decision. And I drew the 2 of Wands in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse, and then the Star card in reverse. And yeah, I just wrote it down, what my interpretations were. You can see what I'm writing down here. I don't have to tell you all of that. My handwriting, by the way, is pretty horrible because I have mobility issues in my shoulder, which lead all the way to my hand and to my thumb. So it is really difficult and sometimes painful to handwrite things, as well as to shuffle some tarot decks and to just hold things in general. I drop like everything because of my hands, and I get little spasms in my thumb sometimes. Anyway, I did a checkout energy and yeah, I decided that I would say yes to the job, and I did. And now I'm gonna be a 4th grade teacher after the summer, so I'm super excited about that. Now let's go back to my grimoire flip through. You see me going through the first couple of pages, and I'm definitely gonna paste the intentions pages together because I didn't like how they came out. Then I have a bit about the Wheel of the Year where I wrote it down. And then I'm gonna go through all of the pagan holidays, writing down the date, what the holiday is about, and then also a tarot spread that I can do. You can see that I haven't finished all of them yet, and to me that is totally okay because this is also a work in progress. I'm still working on it. I don't have to have one page all completely finished before I go on to the next one. If I do that, I will burn myself out so quickly. And then I have a spread about understanding paganism, which contains information about paganism as a religion, what they believe, and then a bit on pagan magic, ways you can perform or practice magic as a pagan, or at least the ones that I closely related to. And then here you see my spread filled out about how to create a ritual that just did a 5-step process. And then you see the pages of the pagan deities and gods. They ended up being 4 pages. I made a huge mess on the right page there, so I pasted a piece of paper on top of it. And then we're finishing off with this Hello Morning coffee spell that I really like. I really like how it turned out. I'm not artistic at all, but I still really like the watercolor image that I have here. And then I have a bunch of ideas for the rest of my grimoire. I want to do more spells and rituals. I want to write down recipes for intention oils, astrology things, tarot things, chakras and aura things, all of that good stuff. But this was today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more tarot chats and all that fun stuff. Join the channel membership to get access to the video version of my weekly forecast podcast, as well as access to the private Discord server. You can book a private tarot reading with me through the link in the description box below. But for now, thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time.